Hi everybody! Today we're going to see how I draw Caleb Dume from the Bad Batch. Just so you know, there's a coloring book that you can get through Amazon. Just follow the link in my description and you can get a coloring book to show me how you color to how I draw. Okay, pencils first and then Sharpies. So if you don't want to watch the pencil portion of the video where I sketch the entire thing out, look in the description and you'll find a link that you can click on that will take you to the Sharpie portion of the video. I'll even include one for color. But for those of you that are going to stick around, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself and get us going. Okay, Caleb Dume. Now, I'm going to laugh a little bit because I love Star Wars, and I always will love Star Wars, but that also means I can laugh at Star Wars. Like, I can appreciate what they're doing, but I can also am a fan of it, that I'm not making fun of it, that I'm able to laugh at my own self kind of thing, right? It makes me laugh how simple yet creative Star Wars is. What I mean by that is the names that they give them, like Doom. His name is Doom, like he's doomed, right? D-O-O-M. That's not how it's spelled, but that's how it's pronounced. So it kind of makes me laugh sometimes that the names they came up with, they just pick a word and just kind of work with that, right? So it makes sense. It's easy to remember. Like, I'm not gonna lie. We'll come back in a second. I've been, reading and watching and doing all. I've been paying attention to sci-fi for a long time, and I've read the books and whatnot. And when I was growing up, and I don't mean just Star Wars books, I mean Lord of the Rings, Dune, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Right? That's where I'm going with this. Is sometimes they come up with these very strange space names, and I'm not gonna lie, they are very confusing. So I can appreciate when it's as simple as the word doom, but it also is kind of laughable. It's like, but it's not, it's just doom, right? But again, it's not the Quizarts Hatterack or Bartleby Slartflask. You know what I mean? It's silly, but it's simple. And it gets the job done. That's what I'm trying to say, But it does make me laugh that it's that simple, It's not. Slarty Bartfast. That's his name from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. There's some crazy names in there. Yeah, okay, sorry, I gotta think about my sketch, make sure I've got it going where I want it to go. And the trick is, I want to try to make him look thin and small to be a child, right? Thin and small to be a child, but it still needs to look like a real person. Like, I'm not drawing, what do you call it, the animated style. I'm drawing, I like to say what a cosplay person would look like, right? Like what a real person would look like dressed up in these clothes. So it's not like the animated super thin look, right? So I'm trying to make it look like a real person. And that real person would be a child. Or a young person, right? I guess not a child. Sorry, no offense to younger people. You're not a child. I'm just picking words out of the English dictionary. That's what it is. So no offense. But I need to make it look like a young man, is what I'm trying to say. And as opposed to a giant adult human, right? Or what are they called? What would a basic person be called? I know they speak basic, right? That's what they call their form of the English language. What are the actual? What is their race called? Right? Like the Nemodians and stuff like that. I get it. So what would a basic person be called? That's one thing I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I know a lot about Star Wars, but I can't think of what a normal, I hate to say normal, but a basic humanoid person would be called. Right? Like someone like Princess Leia, you know what I mean? They're like a fleshy human looking character. They're not oh, what's the spider guy? What's his name? Oh my gosh. But anyway, like that. They're not alien or multi-armed and whatnot. You know, they are regular bipeds. What would they be called? I don't know. I surely don't know. Okay, I think I can live with that. Let me come up with some kind of... Yeah, this is not bad. This is not bad at all. Let me just come up with some fingers real fast. Oh, you know what I do need? I want my ruler. Because what I like to do is make sure that I draw the blade and the handle all together as one continuous line, right? So it looks like it's coming out of the actual handle. That'll work. Let me give him some kind of face. It's funny, I feel like I'm drawing Anakin. I don't know why. I guess maybe that's just what I'm imagining, is what I see in my drawing. It's not, right? But okay, I think I'm good here. I guess the trick is to try to come up with a youthful looking face. Like, how do you draw a younger person, right? That's not bad. That'll work. That will work. Okay, so if you guys are ready, I say we switch over to the Sharpie portion and get going. So what I want to do is I want to erase some of my sketches. Ow! Sorry, it hurt my wrist. That was weird. Erase my sketch lines and keep the confidence lines. So the first few lines I put down, it's me trying to figure out the placement, position, and the proportions. The 3 P's. And as I get more confident with those, I start pressing harder. So what I'm doing now is lightly erasing, and it erases the sketch, but the confidence lines need a little bit more pressure so that they're not disappearing right away. So I can see where we're going to go, but it won't stand out over my Sharpie because I want my Sharpie to stand out. So that's what you do in life. Get rid of your sketchiness, keep your confidence. We'll do amazing things together, okay? I'm ready to go. I say we welcome everybody that skipped and get going. Welcome, skippers. Welcome to the Sharpie portion of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe because I do a different drawing every day. You can join along and have some fun. I'm going to be using a Sharpie fine point and a Sharpie pen most of the fine point, but a pencil finer than a fine point. You can find things that a fine point can't quite find. I've sketched the entire thing out. I've erased the majority of the sketch lines, but left myself enough to see where we're going to go. If you want to see more Star Wars, check out that playlist right there, or just check out the playlist in general, because I may have already drawn what you're looking for. If not, give me a shout and I'll see what we can do. I'm jumping right in with this one. It's a smaller, youthful head, so I'm going to draw the eyes like this. Right, I've got them kind of turned and looking that way just a little bit, okay? So let me draw the retina like this. I can draw the pupil just a little bit. Not bad, not bad. Now, so for the bottom of the eye, I don't want it to bleed, so I'm just going to kind of come in a little bit like this, right, towards the center, and then I'll do the rest with color. Because if I draw that line, it's going to bleed. You're welcome to draw it, but mine's going to bleed because it's so tiny in that detail right there that's as far as I can go. I'm going to give him some eyebrows, and we're going to give him kind of angry brows, right? Kind of stern, especially where he is right now in life. Right? A little, I wouldn't say angry, but a little concerned with everything that just happened. Okay, so I'm going to give him his nostrils. I'm not going to draw the bridge of the nose. I'm just going to draw the nostrils. Coming down like this. See, it's going to start to bleed if I do too much, so I got to walk away. I'm already drawing too much. I'll come in and draw the bridge of that with the color, but for now, that's all I can do, okay? So for his mouth, I'm just going to come in and do this. I'll try to draw the top lip, but it may bleed too much, so I'm just going to kind of come in here and do this. Let's see if I can do it. Yeah, it's going to bleed, so it's just going to be black. That's okay. That's fine with me. For his bottom lip, I'm just going to come in and do this. Keep it real simple and smooth. That's it. That's as far as I can go. Because again, it's already starting to bleed into each other. It's just a small place, you know? It's just too tiny for my big, thick Sharpies. So for his face, we're trying to capture more of a youthful face. So I'm going to give him a small chin into the big sides of his face. And as you can see, I'm starting to thicken up my edges too, because when I switch over to this Sharpie, you're going to see a huge difference in line width. So I'm trying to capture where it's going to go with these Sharpies. Just because I know what it's going to end up looking like is what I'm trying to say. So you don't have to do this. I'm just explaining to you why I'm doing it. Okay? So, let's see. His hair is going to come through a little bit like this. There's his hairline. We're going to go ahead and draw his ears like that. Draw the other one out like this. You can see more of the edge of it like that, or the detail, I guess. This one's just kind of coming through, and that's all you can see. And now I'm going to draw his hairline. And it's kind of up and back, so I'm going to kind of do some lines to define some edges. So like I said, also, remember, I'm going to thicken up my outer edges just a little bit. You don't have to. I'm just explaining to you why I am. But again, I'm trying to go for a more youthful, younger man. Okay, and okay, now I'm going to lift his hair back. Or not lift his hair back. Fling his hair back, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Push it back like in a backwards direction. Draw his hair back, right? I'm not pushing anything. But I guess the way I'm drawing, I'm kind of imagining that I'm controlling it. I'm pushing his hair back. All right, good. We did good. Looking like a kid, not a kid, young man. Sorry. Let's draw his little PADAWAN braid before I forget about it. Awesome. Okay, now I'm going to switch over to the other Sharpie for the rest of his clothes. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start drawing the folds of his shirt. Right? See how thick that is? That's what I'm talking about. That's why I wanted to try to match where this is going. Okay, so let's draw his little vest. Now I know where his belt's going to be, so that's why I'm going to go ahead and just pick it up from there. This one's going to come over here like this. Try not to draw through the hair. And let's go ahead and draw his shoulder. That's good. Bring it down, because this whole thing, you know how the Jedi robes are. I don't know why I'm explaining it to you. You know how we do. Side down like this. Wrinkle it up a little bit, a little bit of folds and stuff like that. Now, your Sharpie's a little too big for these kind of details, so I like to add like a little bit of extra wrinkles and folds into these lines, into this cloth here. That like I said, I can't quite capture with the big Sharpies. Same thing here. I'm gonna add some wrinkles, but color will take care of the rest. This hand is up and kind of like a force move. I was gonna say a power move, but it's not. It's not power. It's a force, right? sorry. I'm a little silly sometimes. Let's go ahead and draw his belt so we can build off of that, so you know where we are. Okay, so here's his belt coming in. Again, we're gonna get a shape, a feel for his body length or width, I guess. By doing that, because again, we want to make it look like a young man, not an adult. And it would help to capture the look of the body size, right? Okay, so again, now that I have this, I always say that, then I want to draw more detail. Now that I have this, I can kind of help that determine the size of his waist here. All right, because this does wrap around and go to the back, so I've got his hip, right? But again, it wraps around, comes back here like that. That's where his arm's going to be. That's why I kind of stopped. I just wanted to show you that it's material now. So shoulders like this, cloth, and so the other side's like that. And see how I stopped before? Because I wanted to determine where that edge was before I drew further, okay? A little pointy for an elbow, but that's okay. I'm fine with that. We'll do better next time. How's that? Maybe we can round it out a little bit. That'll work. All right, so again, this hand is kind of up like that. Give him a little I was gonna say Jedi move this time. Force power. Oops. Sometimes the thumb gets a little mashed up with me because, again, I'm trying to draw tiny details with the big Sharpie. But I've talked about it before. I want you to be able to see what I'm doing. And if you want to draw with Sharpies, just, I want you to be able to grab what you have around the house. Not worry about expensive supplies. So that's why I'm determined to always draw with a Sharpie to help you see where we're going. Just sometimes it gets a little thick. Alright, gonna bring the sleeve back around. And I like to add a few little hand lines just to show the detail. Sometimes there's only so much I can really add because I want to draw a lot more, but I don't want to go too far, right? Okay, I'll stop there. I'll stop there. All right, so this one is just hanging down, holding his lightsaber. So I'm just gonna draw the cloth down to his sleeve, the cuff. I'm gonna stop there because I want to draw the lightsaber, make sure I don't draw through it on accident, right? So his hand is pretty much just doing this, holding his lightsaber. So here's his thumb, and his fingers are over. They are wrapped around to compensate for the angle that it's at. So as he's turning like that, his fingers are turning like this. So you're only seeing so much, right? So I've drawn the line out so I know where the blade is. So I'm going to try to follow that line because I want to keep the handle and the blade looking the same. So let's see what I can do for the blade, or for the handle, sorry. I'll draw as best detail as I can, but sometimes I'm limited with, again, the size of the Sharpie here. Okay. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Okay, perfect. Okay, so here's what I do. Let me add a little detail here with the hand. What I like to do is draw with this to simulate light. Now again, I've already sketched out a line or drawn a line out, so I'm just kind of following that. So what I do is I pick it up, put down, pick it up, put down, just to kind of get a light look. Okay, so I like to do the explosion coming out, the little, and then I'm going to go up and down. So watch, this is what I do. Draw, pick up, draw, pick up. That's about right there. Come back. Something like that. Just to simulate that it's light. It's not a hard edge, right? It's not perfect, but it's good to, like I said, let me feel like I'm drawing light as opposed to something that's solid, right? All right, so this is hanging down, and again, I see so much I just want to keep doing. I want to draw some more wrinkles in his cloth. Connect that because I finally can. All right, draw these two hanging down. So I'm going to draw first, something like that. That's how I always look at it. It's like, okay, those are hanging down, right? So this one's coming down like this, a little bit behind it, so like that. Perfect. Okay. Then there's a little bit more material, so I'm gonna draw the skirt out like this. Same thing. Bring it in. Awesome. Okay, so now just wow, I almost picked that up. I felt like something was there and I had to move it out of the way. So now just cloth to boots. So I'm going to draw his leg coming down into the boot, like that. Same thing, this boot's down over here like this. All right, so just boots, nothing too crazy. I drew them kind of big, so let me see if I can make them smaller. Again, I need more a young man size than a giant adult man. I'm all over the place because I'm kind of looking at the big picture. I was like, okay, what's the right feel? So I'm kind of leaning back and looking. I was like, okay, this makes sense if I do that. What feels right, you know? Better. Okay, so Okay, so here's his heel. This toe's pointed more at you a little bit. So I'm coming out this way like that. Let's add some detail. Not much in here because it's just hanging cloth, right? So I'm not worried about that. For his knee, maybe I do something like this again, just because it's wrinkled material. Something like that. And then I'm just going to do something like this. All right, just to kind of, yeah, something like that. Just simple wrinkles for the boots. So, but there you go. I say we take care of the rest with color. So that is Caleb Dume from Star Wars. So here's how I colored it. Tell me what you think in the comments below, or show me what you did in our Discord group. Just have fun and make it your own, because remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw, and we'll meet somewhere in between. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures with How I Draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button for new videos.